Hello and welcome. I am Craig DB and this is Elite Dangerous. Anyone who's seen some of my videos before have seen some of the lead up I've done with these demo versions of this game. On recording time, we're about 3 or 4 days away from the official release. When I say 3 or 4 days, of course, I think it's more closer to 4, being that I'm in Australia and I'm looking at my date to be 3 days, but of course, we're probably about a day ahead of where it's being released, which I think is in England. Or around that area. I've noticed that the actual time in the game seems to be around Greenwich Mean Time. Whether that is any relevance to when the release occurs, well, we'll just have to wait and see. Those who have seen my videos will have seen my tour of our solar system that is called Sol, hence solar. Anyway, you start off with Sidewinder, as anyone who's played this game knows. I moved onto a hauler so I could travel around a bit, got to the site to Sol, and yes, that video you will notice that I was travelling around in the hauler at the time. I have since traded in my hauler for a Viper, and that's where we're going with today. We're going to have a look at some bounty hunting, so I'm just going to get started now. Go into some open play. Now, the area I've been playing in, I've been noticing that I have not seen a single commander in a long time, and I've just been in this one particular solar system called Nates, and I've just been bounty hunting this area for a while just for the sake of, there's no real point in traveling when you're just doing bounty hunting just to collect some cash, and it's a high-tech system, so there's a lot of stuff available for upgrading my ship. I've done a bit of upgrades so far. We'll go having a look at that in a sec. But yeah, I've just noticed, I don't know if it's because it's still the demo version, so there's not as many people playing. Hopefully once the official releases come out, we might see a few more people in the area. But not yet have I seen a single commander in the Nates system. So we'll go to the starport services before we start, and I'll have a look at some of the things that you require when doing some bounty hunting. So we'll go into the outfitting area. One thing you'll notice, since Gamma 2, which is what we're running at the moment, you will actually notice, if we go to the external view there, I've actually got a paint job running, and I've seen paint jobs on a lot of the other craft as well. That one actually looks like there's been no the wear and tear upgrade. It doesn't look like much wear and tear on there, but I know I haven't really done much in the way of repairing it. I did get bombed out by an elite Cobra just the other day, but I've been doing a little bit more combat since then, and I would have thought there'd be some wear and tear. But anyway, we'll have a look at some of the paint job. This is the mercenary paint job that comes, I believe, is the free one that you get as part of the mercenary pack, and as a part of the day one system, I'm guessing, is this skull decal, which I've put on now just for the sake of dressing my ship up a bit. It took a while before I saw the ability to put this on, but I noticed when I did put it on that all the other ships seem to be now dressed up. I just assumed that at Gamma 2 was when they've released that option. Now, some of the things that we need as far as doing a bit of bounty hunting work. First option is the kill warrant scanner. Pretty important when bounty hunting. Every time that you lock down on a particular target, you want to scan him with the kill warrant scanner, just to get the most bounty out of it you can. Sometimes even you get bounties in other systems that you can go to later and collect up the bounties there. When I say other systems, I'm meaning that at the moment I'm in a Federation area, but there's 3 main factions. There's the Federation, Alliance, and the Empire, and you can actually collect bounties for those other factions when you use this kill warrant scanner. I've got electronic countermeasures also equipped. That's in case someone decides to attack me with some missiles. I can actually use that to deflect them. I can deflect gimbal lasers, things like that as well. Haven't really used it yet, but I have that there if I want to. The Viper, which I'm currently flying, has 4 hard points, which 2 medium, 2 small, as you can see there. The medium ones allow for class 2, which I've got class 2 pulse lasers running, And then on the small ones, I've just got some Class 1 burst lasers equipped. So they're just the basic things that I've, through a bit of bounty hunting already, I've been able to save up a little bit of money to upgrade some of my stuff. That's just what I've done there. But yeah, the kill warrant scanner, pretty important when you start out, before you even get started. And then internals, some of the things that you need is, obviously you need your shields and all of those sort of things. There's a shield cell bank, which I traded in my cargo capacity to get, that I haven't used yet, but the idea of that, from what I understand, is if your shields get taken down pretty low, you can just kick one of those in, and that just hits your shields back up a really quick recharge. So I think that in a crunch situation, that'll be really handy. The upgraded power distributor, I've got some upgraded power plant and thrusters. There's a little bit of a balance that you have to work there. The thrusters, if you look down here, you've got your mass. Current mass is maximum 135 because I've upgraded my thrusters. But of course, upgraded thrusters will actually use more power as well. So I've had to upgrade my power plant in order to give me a higher amount of power available. I will look at upgrading those further as I can afford it. So there's a little balance between those two units there. And of course, from there, if you want to recharge your weapons and energy and your engines, things like that, a little quicker, that's where your power distributor comes into play. Upgrading that will allow for more efficient charging of your areas. As far as the bounty hunting is concerned, the other one important thing that you need to add to your ship that doesn't come standard is, of course, your frameshift drive interdictor, which is the device that tethers you to another ship and pulls that ship out of super cruise mode so that you can then combat it. If you don't have that, you're pretty much not going to be able to find any ships to actually combat. You're just going to have to wait for them to come and get you. This thing definitely improves your odds in being able to rack up some quick bounties. So obviously got one of those in place. I've got a fairly basic one in there at the moment, haven't upgraded that yet. Down the track, I believe that means that I can actually lock people down a lot quicker. I did try, and there was an elite eagle I tried to lock down at one point, and he got away from me. A higher grade interdictor would probably prevent that. I've only tried 2 elite graded combat pilots at this point. One, I did manage to defeat him. He was in a Cobra Mark III, but he blew out my canopy windscreen at the same time. I ended up decompressing it right outside the space station before I was able to make it in, and so he effectively did get me in the long run. The only other one was an eagle that I took on, and he basically evaded my interdictor, so I wasn't able to combat him. Anyway, that's the basics for what you will require to go out bounty hunting. So let's get to it. We'll go out and we will launch, and we'll go find some options for collecting some bounty. Now, the place to go as far as locking in getting your targets is basically to head towards the sun itself. So we've just got it locked in on our
scan detected.
On our scanner there. There it is. We'll head towards that. That is basically the place that any incoming vessels that are coming from another solar system before heading towards the station, they will appear there and then accelerate away from that. So it's a good spot to hang out in order to look for options to scan and lock onto. So we will just jump into Super Cruise now and head towards that sun.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
You'll notice that since Gamma 2 they've smoothed out a lot of the transitions for Super Cruise mode and so forth. I'm very much enjoying that. And so, if you look up in the top right corner, you'll see info, and there's a 1 new contact detected. So you can basically go looking around all your ships in the area by when they appear there. You can then scroll through them. You can see there's some federal security services there. There's a couple of ships. We don't know. We always know federal security services, they're clean. At the moment it's not saying so, but if we turn around, I'll just slow up a bit so I can just have a look at those guys. And once they're in range, you'll see it starts scanning. And there you go, they're clean. And then there's a Viper there, scanning. Also clean. Now here, see that Sidewinder? We can now scan him because he's facing the same way as us. He's also clean. So we're going to leave those guys alone because we're not pirates, we are bounty hunters. We are looking for guys who are wanted. There's a Cobra Mark III over there. So what I do is basically any ships that are appearing in the area, we can just basically point at them and we find out the info about them. At the moment there's not really much point, we're very close to the station. It's pretty awkward trying to lock in on any characters along the way there, so again, just head back out towards the sun there. There is a guy ahead of us there, there's a few of them there now. So there's Wayne Nickel, Master, scanning. He is wanted. He is going to be my first target if I can catch him. So you'll see that already on the right hand side of just above where my shield status and all of that is, and my engine distributions, in the weapons area you'll see FSD interdictor out of range. That is just because I've got selected. If I go through my weapon banks, you can see all my different options that I've got configured in my weapon banks. I want to stay on the interdictor at the moment because that's the primary thing I'm going to use to lock these guys down. You can see he's coming within range. He's now, if you look in the bottom left corner, 400 light seconds away and closing. So, and he is also, I am right behind him because you can see the back of the actual ship there. So he's in primary position. As soon as I get in range, I'll be able to lock him down if he doesn't hyperspace out before I get to him, which is always possible. He's a master, so he'll give us a bit of a run. So he'll be a good guy to try on as our first one. He's getting close, You'll look at the FS interdictor, and any moment now, there we go, it's now within range. We'll lock in on him. I'm just using my fire button to lock in on him, just as any weapon that you would use. The idea, there we go, we locked him in. Couple of little tricks I've got to do. I've got to bring out my weapons. I've got to change now to my K-warrant scanner, and then I've got to target that vessel. Bring him up in front and activate my K-warrant scanner. It only works within a 2 kilometer radius, but I want to try and lock in and get a scan complete on him before I attack. There we go, scan is now complete. I can now change to my weapons, knowing that he is scanned, and I can get my maximum bounty on him. Let's see how we go. Closing in, I'm just teasing him a little bit here, getting up nice and close. I'll change my configurations around a bit and attack. He's got away from me a little bit there. Now the idea is, as far as maneuverability, his shields are now down. You will see the blue, you'll see my accelerator going up and down as I engage, and they turn around, things like that. The blue area just inside the speed indicator is the optimum area for maneuverability. I'm just going to accelerate up and catch up with him a little bit for a sec. You can see he's trying to recharge his shields now. He's at 27, 20, almost down to 25% hull. So the idea, you'll see I'm in the blue area now. His shield's back online. The blue area is the best area of maneuverability. I think I just hit him. Both backwards and forwards are handy in a combat situation to try and lock in. It's not like you're always going to be going forward. Sometimes it is actually good to head backwards. He is now down. Because of my upgraded weapons, it's not too difficult to take out something like a Sidewinder, as you can see, and I got 2,000 credits bounty on that particular guy. Now, it's not going to give us an indication here, because I already have collected, you'll see here, I've collected 11,000, 14,000 in Empire and Alliance. There's my 2,000 that I've just got for this guy. You will see sometimes that when you collect a bounty, that total bounty it gives you, that's a distribution between all of those particular transactions here. So you might see that it gives you 4,000 bounty, but then when you go and have a look here, it's only like 3,000 because it's given you an extra 1,000 in one of these two as well. It's just a total bounty that it gives you. So that's our first guy down. We're trying to find an unidentified signal source. That's another way that you can actually sometimes find a combat that's already going on that you can kind of jump into the middle of. I've had some entertaining times doing that, where, oh, is that one there? No, that's just the nav beacon. There was an instance where there was a Sidewinder being attacked by a whole bunch of Cobras, and I jumped in on it and basically took out a few of the Cobras. I don't know whether the Sidewinder survived or not, but the important thing was I was able to get bounty on those Cobras. Here's an Adder. This is one of the new freighters, and they're actually quite decent ship. He's wanted, so I'm going to lock in and see what I can do to get him. He's currently moving away from me. There's a weird balance of, it's not just a case of how far away he is, but how fast you and he are going. It's kind of like if you imagine a tow rope situation. If he's travelling a lot faster than you, even if you're close, the tow rope is just going to snap if you were to try and latch it on. Here we go, what's this? We have an unidentified signal source. I'm going to go target that and see what we can find. These can be a whole bunch of different... Looks like someone just left that, so it's probably... I'm probably too late to the party on this one. I've just overshot it. Of course, if you take a while getting to an unidentified signal source, often the events that are going on can actually finish before you even get there. There's plenty of times that I've arrived at a signal source, we might even find it this time, and all you find is rubble. Now, we're just going to come out of the... Oh, someone tried to interdict me then. And again, we have... This is a classic example of where I'm too late and the ship's already been destroyed. You can see all of the debris. We have here some bauxite. Someone has been mining bauxite or wanted to trade some bauxite. And I think I just hit one and destroyed it. Not much else to be seen here. There's not even any... Oh, yep, there's some ship debris, I think. There's the debris of the ship that was carrying it. There are times when there is someone that you see that you want to interdict and you're just flying around in circles because at the same time they're trying to interdict you. Whoa. Let's just go past that sun there. We don't want to smash into it. There's another unidentified signal source. We'll go check that one out. It might be the same one. Stay on target. And we will drop out and see what's here. What do we got? Oh, here we go. There's an eagle. He's wanted. Okay, so switch to my K-warrant scanner. Let's see what... and deploy it. See what we can find from this guy. He looks like he's about to fire on me if I'm not careful. He's just looking for cargo. You'll notice in the comms he's saying no cargo, waste of time. He's not happy because I'm not actually carrying cargo. I'm just out for the kills.
Scan detected.
I shall now change to my lasers and deal with pirates like him in the way that I like to, which is extreme prejudice. Eagles, pretty lightweight. And yeah, I just like to shoot them till they're dead. the kind of guy I am. Let's find someone else. There's some feds there. Well, it looks like they're attacking on someone. Let's see what we got here. Oh, it's a Cobra. Change back to our K-warrant scanner. Let's see what we get from this Cobra. Cobras are good fun. They're a very, very big, bulky fighter. They're like a mid-range fighter and hauler. So they've actually got some decent hull. Change back to my lasers. Fairly manoeuvrable. Of course, they're not a real match for a Viper like the one that I am in right now. I don't know if he tried to ram me then or not. Pull back around. Lock back in on him. Of course, the one annoying thing is that quite often, because there's feds around as well, they may actually take the kill before I can actually... It doesn't matter who's done the most damage. Whoever does the shot that actually destroys the ship, they collect the bounty. In this case it was me. 10,000 credits for him. He was actually quite a good unit. Well, we got feds there. You can see some debris that's just floating around. What else we got? Some more feds. I think that's it. Yep. We just got police. So now that we're at the actual star, we're pretty close to the star, we're at the nav beacon. Basically slow right up and just wait for guys to appear. Here's someone here. Patricia Ann. Again, you'll notice these are all NPCs. This is a master who is wanted, but it's only a sidewinder. Nonetheless, we shall. Interdictors out. Lock in. And away we go. We'll just interdict this guy now. You'll notice that with the interdictor, there's the blue line on the left side, red line on the right side. The idea is that you keep them in the center and the blue line goes up. If the red line reaches maximum, they get away. If the blue line reaches maximum, you lock them down. It doesn't always go fully. Sometimes you'll find that it doesn't actually reach the full bar, and they submit or something like that. I'm not exactly sure. It says there, target submitted. Now, I've never actually found an option to submit to a interdiction. I'm not exactly sure how that works. See, he's got shields on. He's a master too, so he should be a good pilot. She, should I say, Patricia, that's a woman. Okay, cool. I just let off a shield cell, which is not what I wanted to do. I actually wasted that because I didn't change to my pulse weapons. Take this fighter down. They've dumped their cargo. Trying to
Target
whoa! That was a very Star Wars moment as I flew through the explosion. They tried to dump their cargo. What are they carrying? Rebel transmissions. Oh, very Star Wars moment. Okay. We're at 19668. That's pretty good for now. Let's just head back to our station. McDivitt Orbital. Lock destination. You never know, maybe someone will interdict us along the way. We're actually not too far away from it. Kind of floated back and forth during the process. Chasing people around. There's another unidentified signal there. But at the moment, we're not really... Oh, what the hell. Let's just do one more unidentified signal. Let's see what we can find. See what's going on here. Got a wanted guy called Priest. He's a Viper. Yeah, let's try this guy. Yeah, something to do. He's a Viper. They're a good run. Usually a pretty good run. Bring out the interdictor. See if we can't lock in on him. I think he might be one of those examples where he might be trying to get me. He's come back around on me. I think he's trying to interdict me, so I think I might just float around a bit, let him come around, and saves me the effort of trying to interdict him. 3, 2, 1, and there we go. So I'll just pull it out there. Again, blue means that I'm getting away from him, red means he's trapping me. So I'm going to just try and not get away. There we go. And we shall change to the K-Warrant scanner, lock in on our target. He's only a novice, so he shouldn't be too hard to beat. But Vipers tend to be a bit more, you know, match for match. They're supposedly the fastest vessel in the fleet, the proverbial fleet. Let's just get a scan going.
Under attack.
Oh, he's going for me. Scan is incomplete. Try and lock back in on him so I can get that scan. If I let go of the scanner, it completely resets. If it slowly goes back down, try and hold on to it best you can so that you can get that scan complete. We'll now change to our lasers and show him who's boss. There he is. Hey buddy. One of the things that really annoys me in this is we may even, when we get close to defeating him, we'll hear the computer announce a frame shift activation. He may just jump away just to save his own skin. I think he's down enough now that even if he does, I can probably destroy him before he actually gets away. He came in to attack me though, so usually they don't run away when they attack you. Give ourselves a bit more weapon power. He's dead. Bye bye, priest. Oh, a novice, and I got 16,000 credits reward for him. So our bounty has now gone up to 30,000. That was actually worth stopping by and letting him interdict me. We'll lock back onto the orbital. Which is, of course, it's facing the right way in the first place. And we are docked.
Engines disengaged.
Once arrived, we lost 3% of our hull actually. Not much repair required. You'll see I have to do a reload because of that accidental discharge of my shield cell. 108 credits worth of fuel. But then if we go to our contacts and go to the local security office, we shall now claim 30,000 credits worth of bounty, putting us up to 142,000 credits. Not a bad little tally there. So that's the basics of going bounty hunting. So I'll go back here, and I hope you enjoyed watching a little bit of combat there. It's a pity that I didn't run into any more competitive pilots, shall we say. Would have been nice to have a really good dogfight with something there. Never mind, you get the idea there of how to fight with some of the other higher level classed ships. Of course, if it's a Sidewinder or even the Mark III Cobra when you're flying a Viper, especially an upgraded one like I've got, they're not quite so difficult to take on. thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for more videos to come. Hopefully the next video out will probably be with the official release of the game. I want to go into maybe some mining and things like that. I still haven't found any major combat situations. I do want to try and find something like that, maybe even report it. Until then, stay tuned, and I'll hopefully see you again in the next video. Goodbye for now.